Hey guys, so today I have a first impressions on two new designer brand products. So I got crazy excited when they started teasing the release of this new foundation, and I actually ended up ordering it before they announced it because they did have it up on their website about a day and a half before they actually announced it on social media, which I did think was strange. But yes, so this is the Velvet Matte Foundation. This retails for $16, so it's super affordable for Australia. This comes in 6 shades. It's not the best shade selection because it does only go up to like a medium, like a dark medium shade, which is Warm Honey. So I do think they could improve their shade range. Yeah, so this foundation claims to have a flawless matte finish, buildable formula for medium to full coverage. It's a sister to their Luminous foundation, which they released a few months back and it was crazy popular. And it also has a non-drying and non-caking formula. This also has SPF 15, which is amazing. You should always be using SPF to preserve the youthfulness of your skin. It's meant to be lightweight with a velvet texture that won't cake or crease. Formulated with moisturising shea butter, aloe to soothe, and vitamin C and E to rejuvenate and even out skin tone. Contains a peptide infusion to plump and firm skin for a perfectly smooth look. Yeah, this has been out for a week once this video goes up, so interested to see how many other people get on and review it. So yes, as it mentioned, it's the sister to the Luminous Hydrating Foundation, which came out a few months back, and this was very hyped up and raved about. I can't decide which bottle I like better. I think I prefer just the plain matte. But yes, so this is a glowing coverage with SPF 15. This was promoted by Shani and Michael as well, which again hyped it up, made it really popular. And yeah, they decided to come with their sister for a little bit less of a dewy look. So if you loved this foundation but want something a little less luminous, or if this was too luminous for you, if you have oily skin or anything like that, this is a great one you could try. So today I'm doing a wear test and first impressions. It is what's on my skin right now. So far, I agree with some of the claims and I don't agree with others. So yeah, super excited to see how this foundation goes. I'm going to wear this for approximately 16 hours today, I believe, because my friend has work at the pub tonight, so I'll probably wear it all night. That's the first product I'm trying. Another new product they released, but they haven't actually spoken about at all on social media. I only found this on this site. This is the Blush Up Complexion palette, and I got the shade Peaches and Cream. So this retails for $14.99, so $15, and it does come in 2 shades. This is the more warm peachy shade. And they also have Strawberries and Cream, which is more of a pink palette. It actually has 2 beautiful neutral shades, which I love, but it's got that hot blue toned pink in the middle. So depending on how much use I get out of this, I may end up purchasing the other one as well. Yes, this claims to add warmth to the complexion, obviously being a blush. Contains 3 unique blush shades in each palette, a mixture of matte and shimmer finishes, ultra blendable and infused with vitamin E, which is really, really nice. This comes with 3 shades. We have Nectar, which is what I used today, Bellini, and then Sorbet. I think these 2 are shimmers and this one is a matte. That's just from looking at them, but they look very velvety smooth. So these are limited edition, get on it while you can. What do we think of these? I reckon these are gorgeous colours. I do really want the other palette, but we'll see how I go with these, because as I said, I'm not the biggest blush person, so do I really need another 6 blushes? I'm not sure. Did I need another 3? Probably not, but it's super exciting to try. This is the same compact as their contour kits, and it's got a nice printed front, which I really love. I think it makes it look really nice. So if you'd like to see my thoughts on these 2 new products, how they apply and how they wear throughout the day, please keep watching. I'm going to take the MUA Skin Define Hydro Primer. So yes, I'm going to take That's like 3 pumps. It feels very liquidy, but it's almost got like a little bit of a moussey texture. I'll start on the unprimed side. I did swatch this colour wise yesterday, and it was like slightly pink on me because I have very, very yellow skin tone. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, straight away I'm going to say I think my sponge is too wet. I might try a brush. Okay, this seems fitting. I'm going to take the designer brand foundation buffing brush. I just feel like the sponge is too wet for the formula. Oh, I haven't used this brush in ages. So this is meant to be medium coverage. So if I'd call that light coverage, it's definitely even out my skin tone a bit. It definitely dries down darker than when you first apply. I don't feel like it's really covering, like it's evening out my skin tone nicely, but I don't feel like it's really covering that great. But I definitely think it has better coverage with the brush on the prime side. Don't know how much the primer has to play in that, but it is like a sticky primer, so it helps it obviously hold. But it does look nice on the skin. It's a nice radiant matte finish. I don't know if I'd exactly call it matte. It's definitely more of like a, not even a velvet matte honestly. I'd say it's more of a natural finish. But we'll keep going, we'll add some more, try and build up some coverage. Mind you, that's almost, that's pretty much the 3 pumps. Okay, that definitely seems more medium to full coverage. I'd say medium because I can still see my freckles. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. So I have 1 layer here and then 2 layers on my cheeks and forehead. Just because it does feel a little heavy, like it's sticky. It's definitely tacky to the touch, hasn't set down yet. So that's what it's looking at right now. You can still see my freckles, obviously here you can still see my pimples, but it looks pretty, the cheeks and everything look pretty smooth, especially this one. So the prime side definitely looks better in my opinion. Nice sticky primer to help it hold on to the coverage. I'm now going to apply concealer and set my face, so I'll just use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'll probably use the CoverGirl True Blend Translucent Pressed Powder. Okay, so that definitely looks pretty good set with concealer. I look so pale. Take my favourite bronzer. This is the Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer Bake Luminous Glow Bronzer in Sweet Tea. I love this. I'm going to take more of the lighter side. I'm going to take the blush palette. This is the Blush Up Complexion palette in Peaches and Cream. I'm probably just going to take Nectar because I like more neutral mauvey blushes. A little bit easier to work with. I did swatch these and they look pigmented but blend out really well. So we'll see how this goes. I'm taking a multitask brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to dip in once. Looks pretty pigmented. Tap it off. Now I'm not the biggest blush person either, so... Oh, you can't really see it on camera, but where I've tapped 3 times I have like little loops of blush. It just adds like a bit more warmth and colour and makes the bronzer look not quite so harsh. I like that. And a bit of life back to the face. I love how that applies. It just like blends out perfectly, just for the perfect little flush on the cheeks. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eye makeup. Okay, so I just finished my makeup and my intro and everything. I did take a little longer to do that. It is now 11:41. I think I started filming at around 10, I want to say. So we're going to go from about 10:30 for this wear test. So an hour in, I think everything's set down really, really nicely and it looked really, really good. I did notice when I was setting, my hairline had sweat a little bit and it was kind of like coming off. So I don't think this will be the best summer foundation if you live in a hot climate like I do. So I would say medium coverage once set and once you conceal like your under eyes. Kind of impressed so far. If you'd like to see what makeup I have on the rest of my face and what this awesome highlight is, stay tuned for my next video because I'm doing a first impressions again and I'm super excited to share with you these new products. But yes, I have to go because I have a nail appointment, so I will check in with you this afternoon. Hey guys, so it is 5 o'clock, 10 past 5, so I'm doing my first check-in. I actually just got 2 parcels in the mail. I'm so excited. Some new makeup to try, so that'll be the next week's videos probably. It's creased in my smile lines the tiniest bit. It has gone a little bit dewy. It's just my natural oil starting to come through. Yeah, I did have a look and it's roughly 35 degrees today. It's warmer than I thought it was. But so far I reckon this is holding up really well. Hey guys, so it's 7:30, but at the moment I am feeling a little bit oily. It's worn off my nose a little bit because I've been feeling with it. I've got hay fever. But I am looking a little shiny. I'm not going to touch up just because I don't care. I'll just go a little glowy. But yeah, my smile lines haven't really creased anymore. Obviously at this point any other day I would powder my T-zone just because it is a little glowy. Hey guys, so I look very shiny. I just wanted to do a quick clip to finish off this video because it's late. My dad's in bed in the next room so I have to be kind of quiet. But it's 1:30 now, so that's 15 hours away, roughly. And yes, we have gotten a little bit greasy. But yeah, so we're looking a bit greasy, but like my smile lines aren't bad at all. It's just my T-zone's gotten oily. I'm not the most oily person, as I've mentioned before, but yeah, the rest of it's fine. It's lasted well. It's come off my nose a little bit, as I mentioned. I've been fiddling with my nose because I've got hay fever at the moment. But yes, so because it's late and I can't really talk, I'm going to finish off this video tomorrow just to share my final thoughts for my first impressions. And yeah, I'm going to head to bed because I'm so tired. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, so it's the next day. That foundation wore pretty well, aside from getting oily towards the end of the night, but that was 15 hours wear, which is a crazy long amount of time. I never normally wear my makeup that long. If I do have something morning and then night, I will wash my face and redo it. Just because like that it gets a bit greasy. Of course you can touch up, but yeah, I usually just like to start fresh. So I am wearing this foundation again today. I actually have a lighter layer. So I used about 2 pumps just on my finger, dotted it around, blended it in. I don't know, it doesn't seem to blend the best. I did tap over just with a dry sponge and it did pick up some of the product, and then I just kept like tapping it into my skin until it settled nicely. Yeah, I definitely think you don't need much. And then of course I put a bit of concealer on a few blemishes under my eyes and set my face. So if I read through the claims again, a flawless matte finish. I think it's pretty matte. It's definitely like a velvet matte. Like, it's not a flat dry matte. It has got a little bit of life to it. You can kind of see. I do have highlight on, of course. You still look nice and healthy and fresh. I don't think it looks overly makeup-y. Buildable formula, medium to full coverage. I do think you can build it up, yes, as you saw in the demo. Perfect alternative to the dewy foundation. I'm going to do that in a future video, as I mentioned. I'm going to do like a battle of the foundations, do half on each side of my face, because they are meant to be sister foundations, so we'll compare the colour, the finish, the wear, all of that. And a non-drying and non-caking formula. I agree with that as well. It's definitely not drying. As I said, it's got that life about it, but it's still like a satin matte foundation. And yeah, it doesn't look cakey. I feel like today it definitely feels lightweight. Yesterday I do think I put too much on. That's why it felt kind of heavier and kind of sticky, as I mentioned. So yeah, just make sure you're not applying too much. Overall, I do think I quite like this foundation so far. And then we have the blush palette. Now, I was actually talking to my friend Makeup Nicolette, and she just bought the Anastasia blush trio in Peachy, and she posted a photo on her Insta story. And it looks awfully similar to these colours. So then I went on and did a bit of looking, and I'm pretty positive that these are meant to be like the dupe for the Anastasia trios. I'll include a picture here of both the shades of the designer brand palette compared to the matching shades of Anastasia trios. They're awfully similar. So yeah, I really like this. Ultra blendable, I agree with. As I said, like, you can put this on, it might look a little intense, but then you just brush over it twice and it just blends out perfectly. Like, I think it just looks so nice on the skin. I will say, I think you'll use through this palette rather quickly because they are so soft. And you tap your brush in, a lot comes up on the brush, and there's also a kick up in the palette because they're just so soft and velvety. Like, these are some of the softest blush powders I have ever felt. Vitamin E infused formula melts into the skin for easy blending. That's exactly how it is. Like, it just melts in, just blends out perfectly, makes your whole cheek look flawless. Like, I'm obsessed. I definitely want to check out getting the other one, which is strawberries and cream, because I would definitely use the outside too in the other palette, maybe not the like hot, like the blue tone hot pink, because it's a little scary, especially because I'm so pale. I'll have both these products linked below. I'll link the luminous foundation as well if you're interested. So yes, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I upload twice a week. If there's anything else from Design Brand you're interested in me purchasing and reviewing and showing you how it works, definitely let me know. There are a few other products I want to get. And yeah, I think Design Brand is such an amazing brand. I love how they dupe like expensive products and just make like pretty much like the same sort of product available to people with a lower budget. Definitely one of my favourite drugstore brands here in Australia. I'm not sure, I think they're in Australian and New Zealand. I don't think you can purchase it anywhere else, but if you can, let me know down below because that'd be really cool. But yeah, so I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in Friday's video.